We recently did a video about the hardest ride you could do for 100 kilometers, and I did it on my local roads here in Bath. And I did that ride on this, the rather stealthy and brilliant Van Rysel EDRCF. And there were lots of comments underneath that video saying people were really glad to see us featuring a bike that is considerably more affordable than a lot of the super bikes and pro bikes we often make content about. So with that considered, I thought it'd be great to do a video specifically on the Van Rysel EDRCF in more detail so you can learn about what makes it such an attractive proposition, and also I'm going to weigh it and do a freehub sound check too. As I mentioned in the hardest ride video, I'm passionate about there being bikes available that represent good value for money, because I think it's key when you're getting people into the sport, especially, that there are good bikes available. And the EDRCF we have here has a full Ultegra build on it and is available for £2,999, around $4,000, which is a lot of cash. But when you consider the spec and the performance, I believe it represents very good value for money. There's also a Shimano 105 equipped model of the bike for £2,229, or about $3,000, which arguably offers even better value for money. Shimano 105 being the group set of the people. Starting with the frame, it's made from high modulus carbon fibre, which is noticeably lighter and stiffer than the standard carbon that you typically get on entry-level carbon frames. And it's usually only found on top spec carbon frames or second tier frame sets. According to Van Rysel, the frame weighs 890 grams in a size medium, which is very light. And put into context, the lightest frames available to humanity are typically around 650 grams, so not that much lighter, but they will put typically a £10,000 dent in your wallet. Well, your wallet is significantly lighter too. Entry-level carbon frames typically weigh over a kilo and are noticeably less stiff. Now, aside from that, on the frame we've got all the hallmarks of a modern road bike. So you've got integrated cables in the down tube, dropped seat stays for added compliance on the seat tube, and hydraulic disc brakes. And overall, the EDR, well, that's short for endurance. And so the ride has been tuned on the bike with the layup of the frame, and also the choice of wheels on the frame as well to give more compliance. In addition to that, the geometry is such that you can achieve a nice comfortable position, ideal for long endurance rides. The other key feature I want to point out about the frame is that with many carbon frames from lower brands, they differ from the major brands in a key aspect, and that's that major brands typically design and build their own frames, whereas some of the smaller brands and lower cost carbon frame options are sort of off-the-shelf frames from carbon factories in Asia, in Taiwan and China, and then sometimes they get exclusivity on a particular frame, but they haven't designed it themselves, and then they simply slap their badge on it. And these bikes can be very good, but that isn't the case here. Despite being a very well-priced frame, Van Rysel is the in-house brand of Decathlon, and this frame has been designed in Flanders, in Lille, at the HQ of Van Rysel. Van Rysel may be a relatively new brand, but the engineers behind designing the frames aren't new to the sport and have a vast amount of experience. And well, this bike is on the UCI approved frame list, and you can see it's got the little UCI sticker on the top tube over there too. As mentioned, the EDR comes with a complete Shimano Ultegra group set, and you've got a 5236 mid-compact chain set and an 1128 cassette on the back. And it's just nice to see that there's no sort of random stocking filler bike bits on here. It's all good quality components. So we've got, for example, the Ultegra rotors, which is often something you see swapped out on some bikes. We've got a Data 02 cockpit here, so the bars and the stem, and a nice Physique Antares saddle. The wheels are Fulcrum Racing 3 disc brake specific tubeless ready clinchers. They're not set up tubeless at the moment, but the Hutchinson tyres that they come with are tubeless, so you could set it up that way. And wheels of this level typically represent a significant upgrade on a lot of entry-level bikes, and they're around 1,600 grams a pair, which is pretty light. I'm also a big fan of the kind of all black look of them. So they're an aluminium wheel, but they just look really smart being all black, and you don't have to worry about rubbing the paint off. The rim of the wheel because, well, they're disc brake. The bike is also fitted at the moment with my Wahoo mount on the front, my Speedplay pedals, and a Topeak bottle cage because I've been riding it. But I'm going to weigh it now and do freehub sound check. Ooh. That's coming in at 7.84, which, wow, that is impressive. I mean, I've had bikes that are like 3 times the price of that, which have cost that, well, have weighed that amount, so fair one. Also, I mean, if you upgrade it, you can make it even lighter. Woo. Right, freehub sound check time. Fulcrum Racing 3 sound light. Oh. Nice sound. Nice cartridge bearings. So let us know your thoughts on the Van Rysel EDRCF down in the comments below, and also whether you'd pick the 105 version or the Ultegra one. And if you like seeing bikes like this on the channel, then give us a thumbs up and also subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.